Good morning. My name is Maurica and welcome to my best day ever. This morning we're creating a breakfast, a summertime oatmeal. We're beginning the first day of our detox, 7-day detox, and we'll be featuring the recipes from my favorite book, How Not to Die Cookbook. And this is the exact meal plan that Dr. Michael Greger recommends. So the summertime oatmeal, we are going to use some rolled oats as well as some shredded carrot because I like to add up a little more veggies in my mix. So I'm remixing the recipe just a bit because I want to look at different ways that we can incorporate veggies in everything. On top of that, we've got our flax seed, or you can use ground flax. We've got our cinnamon and we've got our chia. And we're also going to add beans to the mix. So we're going to make sure that we try to get beans or legumes in every meal because they're a protein and a fiber, so good for us. And I'm gonna mash those up so you can barely taste them. And we're going to finish it off with our date syrup, which I'm making. These dates have been soaking in hot water, and I'm going to go ahead and put them together in the food processor. We'll also be using the remainder of this syrup for a lot of the other recipes in this series. So why don't we get started with the syrup? This is the best part. I love this little mixer. Just using a couple of tablespoons. Yeah, and we're gonna mix those in the bowl. And we're also going to mix our rolled oats, our flax, our chia, chia, and our cinnamon. Delish, spices enhance. And then let's not forget our fresh vanilla bean. And we're gonna just open that up. Get some of that. See, that's the goodness right there. Oh, the fresh vanilla bean, so good. We're gonna mix it up. Now you can use instant oats or rolled oats. You can also prepare this the night before. So when it's all mixed together, it will sit and be perfect the next day. So you just go ahead and put them in the container. Oh, let's not forget the shredded carrot. And with the cannellini beans I'm using, I'm going to go ahead and mush those up just to give them a little bit. They'll blend right in. If you add enough little date syrup, you won't even recognize them. Throw those in the mix. And our last bit is we're going to add our almond milk, but you can use any kind of milk. You could use cashew milk, coconut milk, any kind that you prefer. This is a cup and 2/3. Give that a stir. And now I can add these to my bowls here. You can also throw in some raisins in here, goji berries. Oh yeah. Great way to start off your morning. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some saran wrap on these and throw them in the fridge. And again, you can make this the night before, or you can go ahead and make it the morning of. Just make sure you use either the instant oats or the rolled oats if you're using the ones for the night before. And voila, breakfast is ready. we're going to be putting together our vegetable smoothie using over a dozen different vegetables. I finished my oatmeal and now I'm going to put together my smoothie ahead of time. You can do this the night before as well. I'm going to be using whole peeled lemons here, which is nice. Since you're using the whole lemon, you also get the fiber as well. And then we'll make a whole batch of it, which we can use in other dressings and such. Perfect. So I just need a tablespoon for that one, but I'll pour out the rest here. I'll leave about a tablespoon in there for our smoothie. Love this little gadget. So we've got our spinach, our vitamins, and we've got 2 plum tomatoes, all in the mix. We're going to be using garlic and jalapeno. What really makes this recipe is the fresh lemon and the jalapeno. And the apple is what gives it a little sweet that takes the edge off of the veggies. Core this. Love this contraption here. Oh, perfect. Throw that in the mix. It's the best machine. Little carrot and celery rib. Give it a little extra chop for this one. And we're going to be using kale. Now I was speaking before about kale. And if you did 3 or 4 shots of kale, over a 3-month period, you would actually consume 30 pounds of kale. And it's also equivalent to running 300 miles. So get your kale fix every day. I'm using the fresh turmeric as well, which is really great for inflammation. Throw that all in there. And then my red pepper. And chlorella. And I'm sneaking the beans in there. So I've got the cannellini beans, but you can use lentils or garbanzo beans, chickpeas, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to throw some ice in here. And you can also use some tomato juice, but just a quarter of it. You don't want to get too much. I like to always do my smoothies half water, half what other you use as your liquid mix, but because it lightens it up. Just so the ingredients are just about to float. That should do. Now, this is where the magic happens. All right. Perfect. Get your kale fix. Cheers. So for this segment, we're creating our lunch of our day 1 detox. So we're pairing that with our vegetable smoothie that we created, and we're getting our legumes in, which is what we want. So we've got our cashews for our protein, we've got chickpeas, raisins for a little sweet, and carrots, celery, scallions, apple, and we're going to throw it all in the blender. And we're also going to use our savory spice blend, which has nutritional yeast, onion powder, parsley, basil, thyme, garlic powder, dry mustard, paprika, turmeric, and celery seeds. But the nutritional yeast is what's particularly healthy. You want to get at least a teaspoon in it before a workout. Athletes use it in a great immune booster. So we're going to put all of our ingredients in the food processor. Quick. And the apple gives it the sweet as well, and we're using date sugar as well to give it a little sweet. Our cashews have been soaked in hot water. Celery and scallions, boom, boom, easy peasy. And what's nice is you can make up a whole bunch of this and you can use it for other meals or other snacks. I like to also put it on a bed of greens when it's not in a wrap. We're in business. Perfect. So there's definitely enough left in here for our wrap. And I like to sprinkle a little bit of lettuce, but also I'm going to use a little broccoli, which is the cousin of kale. So this is going to give us some extra nutrients right here. Delish. Fast, simple, and you can use it for other things. And this freezes really well. Yum. Let's enjoy the rest of this while we're outside watching the dolphins at play. So now we're on to dessert. What, no dinner yet? Well, I want to get it prepared for tonight because my brother Tristan's coming over for dinner. So I'm going to have this healthy dessert, strawberry banana nice cream, sans cream. And what we have are my little trusty food processor here. I'm going to present them in my fancy glasses. We're going to use frozen banana. Make sure you take the peels off. And we're going to use fresh strawberries. You can use frozen ones too. And we're also going to use some nut butter. You can use almond butter, you can use walnut butter, cashew butter, whichever butter you like, peanut butter. And then we've got our vanilla beans, so all scraped out and ready to rock and roll. And he's going inside there too. So we put it together, give it a little pulse. This, I'm going to give it just a little preview taste before I put them in the freezer, just for good measure. Oh yes, perfect. So excited to be making this super salad. Tristan's coming for dinner this evening, so I'll start with the dressing. It's a garlic Caesar dressing, so you can use 1 or 2 cloves just depending on your garlic preference, as well as we've got our blended lemon that we made this morning. This is the ice cube, so we're using some of the fresh lemon in there as well, and you're getting the fiber. And then we have our dry mustard. Throw that in as well. We have our nutritional yeast. Again, we're our immune booster for athletes or for everyone. So we're getting that dosage in today because you want to get at least a teaspoon. And our turmeric, great for inflammation. And our savory spice blend, that's our feel good. So we add a little dash of feel good. Dash. Ooh, wants to stick. Throw that in. The parsley I can throw in. Bam, okay. And some nut butter. Any nata will do. And miso paste. And that's everything for the dressing. Give it a little zip, take her for a spin. All right. So that's ready. Oh, I'm gonna give it a little more extra chop there. Yes, I want that garlic to be fine. And you can mince the garlic too if you want it extra fine in your salad. I'm gonna go ahead and put together the romaine lettuce in there today. So Tristan's gonna do a big workout, and but first we'll have some dinner, and then we'll do a nice beach walk. Always want to get in your steps in after dinner. Even if you do a 10-minute walk, 20 minutes, 30 is perfect right after dinner. You're really revving your metabolism. It's called 2-a-days, people. We've got carrots, tomatoes, and our hemp hearts. So we're adding a little bit of the protein in there and the crunch. But you could also use shaved almonds. You could use sunflower seeds or any kind that you like, and the watercress. Something to add that little bit of crunch. A nut is preferable. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now it's got the consistency. That looks more like the dressing that I was looking for. Pour that over the salad. She's a one-take wonder. Oh yeah, we need more in there now that I take a closer look. I like to put just a little bit of light dressing in first, not the whole serving, just to make sure that it's more of a light dusting of all the grains. Ooh, fabulous. This is going to be a great accompaniment for our zucchini Alfredo. Bet you're wondering how I'm going to make Alfredo without any cream. And voila, we have our super green summer salad with the hemp hearts and the Caesar dressing. So I'm really excited because Tristan's here this evening for dinner, and we've got our nice cream chilling. We've got our Caesar salad with the hemp hearts and the garlic dressing, all ready to rock. And then now we're going to put together the Alfredo sauce for our zucchini noodles. Noodles. And so we have the cashews. They've been soaked in the hot water, so I'm going to use that in there, and they've been softened since they've been soaking. Some red pepper, crushed red pepper for a little zip and a little spice. You can always add a bit more too later if you want it even on top. We have our nutritional yeast, so you can see there's a theme going. You can also put nutritional yeast on popcorn. It's really, really nice flavor, and you're getting your goodness in there. And parsley, our feel-good savory spice, so we want to always feel good. And our lemon that we went ahead and put together in our ice cube trays this morning. So this is with the fiber in it as well, because you're using the whole lemon. Throwing that in there with the pulp. And miso paste. Oh, miso paste is used in so many sauces and dressings. And the soybeans are really great source of protein. And soy milk ingredient, and then our avocado and Brazil nuts, avocado and almonds, and whatever nuts you have on hand. Vegetable broth. And that's everything for the sauce. I give it a little zip in the food processor, and then we put it on the stove and mix it with the noodles. So away we go. perfect consistency for an Alfredo sauce. And I'll bring it over here. Perfect. So day 1 of our 7-day detox, healthy diet cleanse, we are working on the zucchini noodles with the Alfredo sauce. And this cream sauce that we made from our nut, avocado, and all those little spicy spices, we're go ahead and put these in with the noodles. So we're doing a whole reset mindset. Warm them up just a bit. And these don't take very long, so what's nice is once you have the sauce made, and you can pre-make the sauce. And like I said, it freezes beautifully. My grandmother taught me that trick. She freezes almost everything you possibly can. All inside there. I've got my zucchinis perfectly plated. They can go in the mix. And for some color, and the tomatoes are going in there as well. Give them a nice stir. And I'm doing it on low. Oh, one snuck out of there. Great, so they've got a nice coating on there. Got a nice steam going. Oh yeah, now that looks like noodles. Bon appetito!